Oh my god. The thing?
Yeah, they were nice.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. It seems like 2021 is turning out to be a pretty good year. Here you have the infamous billet 4-rotor and then what is soon to be the C8 4-rotor, and there are their rotors in front of them. It's time to take it up a notch. We have the 6-rotor, we have the 1-rotor, and we want to build a spare of this. Let's unbox what we just got in. Okay.
That's one big rotor.
Yep. Count them, guys. That is 6 additional rotors. And here is the craziest part. These 4 are all the same weight. They are 4,592 grams. What we are doing is making sure that we have a backup set of rotors for this engine. But not only that, we have 10 rotors that are all the exact same weight. Holy crap. Thanks to Logan from Defined Autoworks, huge fan of his work and asked him to help me with this. These are all 10 of the exact same rotors, weighted to the exact same, within the gram. The dude's absolutely insane at that. They're also clearanced on the sides the same way. One of the things I did ask for is I didn't go with brand new ones. We went with very high quality used ones, but I haven't seen them in person yet, obviously. As we go to push this motor harder and harder, something's gonna happen. I might make a mistake. I'm a beginner tuner, and I wanna have spares ready because of all the races that we have planned for 2021. Not only that, we can throw these into a 2-rotor, we can throw these into the 6-rotor, we can throw all 6 of them into 1-rotors. Whatever the case is, we know the weights and they can be interchanged as much as we want. Shit hits the fan and we need a rotor, we can pull it out of a different motor or whatever. Packages them very well. Last time I actually went out a year ago and picked up that set of rotors. Those are all matched to each other. They're the ones for the C8 engine that you saw in the video. Those won't interchange with these. Those are FD rotors. There you go, 4592. He took the sides down the exact same way they are on the billet 4-rotor. So we are in business. These are Series 4 turbo rotors. I erroneously told you a while ago that they were NA, S4 NAs. They are not. They're early 2nd gen turbos. And you can tell because there's a little T in that casting right there. T literally stands for turbo. But he got them to the same width side clearance, and while they're used, they're still in pretty damn good shape. Looking good. You can see the quarter clearancing right there. Oh, there's our 1 gram higher on this one. 4592. And then finally, 4592. They are in excellent condition and will kick ass for us. Even the bearings all look like they're in really good condition as well. This one I might have to press out, but again, all of them ready to rock and roll. There you go. There's all 6 of the new rotors, as well as the other 4 that match them, and then the other 4 for the C8 engine. This is absolutely insane, and it is time to make more rotary magic. I am about to announce an entire month of videos dedicated to all of these projects all around me. And with that, I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. I can definitely say firsthand that the car community is a very supportive group of people, while sadly, not everybody in this world is that way. While I'm out there traveling, racing, and braking and losing to Ferraris, in here, I have SimpliSafe to keep my peace of mind. As you guys know, I've been using SimpliSafe for quite a while, and I'll tell you what, it works wonders on keeping me calm while I'm juggling everything else that goes on in this shop. When you're thinking of security systems, you're thinking of door sensors, security cameras, the basics. But that's what's so comprehensive about SimpliSafe. You can check everything here from your phone. You can lock it, unlock it, temperature sensors, flood sensors, window glass breaking, everything that I can imagine worrying about, I don't have to worry about. It is beyond wonderful. Even as simple as the cats that stay in the shop while I'm gone, I can watch them, check their food bowls, make sure that they're safe, and of course, set it so that way when they're here, I can keep the shop safe and the cats as well. Not just the cars, cats. And for all of that service, SimpliSafe is extremely inexpensive. It's only 50 cents a day for everything that I just mentioned and more. On top of all of that, if the system notices a reason, it will even call the police. If you're interested in learning more about SimpliSafe, go to simplisafe.com/RobDahm to learn more. That is simplisafe.com/RobDahm. Andrew made a really good idea happen, and yes, he executed, and we have a shelf. Like this is warranted. We've been like setting shit on the back of the mill. We finally have all of
Next
our...
up is the rest of the shop, please.
Yeah, the rest of the shop. This wall is because of Isaiah mostly. The rest of the shop is me, and you see how organized that is. We got some big chunks of aluminum in for some cool projects coming up, but everything to hold, measure, takes my breath away. This is super exciting. Check this out. We've got these all over the shop. Yesterday we did all the CNC stuff. Today, let me give you a quick tour of this. This shelf is going to be the billet 4-rotor, our very first one. We're going to be machining these for fuel injectors. I don't want to stack them and hide them away. This stuff is coming back out. We're going to resurface the rest of the housings, but the rotors are going to stay down here. With 6 of these being all equally weighted, waiting for an engine, man, that sounds like something we could use in just one engine. I'm gonna dust this off, and I haven't made an official video about it other than the live stream. I just want you guys to remember where we're going. It just looks unreal. It's the only one in the States currently, and it's the only one in the world that can be turbocharged properly. But if you're wondering how a 6-rotor is put together, it actually starts like a 2-rotor. Normal looking weird ass lobe in the center, you would have to slide that plate on and over it, and there's bearings here and here. That's where the story ends for a 2-rotor. But you start thinking out of that, and you start getting into my 4-rotors area. You then take the next lobe, and you slide it on, rotate it a little bit until you see the keyway. Same thing here. This rotor transmits torque through that chamfered area, bevel, into this rotor piece, which transfers it to this one. Oh my god. The thing?
The thing, yep. Yeah, there you go. Nice.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. While we were filming the thumbnail, the question was asked, well, Rob, are you really that weak, or how much does this thing weigh? And just the E-shaft alone, 36 pounds, 10 ounces. Whew. That's like curling a plate, but holding it there for a thumbnail is very difficult. That's a lot of weight for just the E-shaft. It looks like we're just goofing around, but this is quite literally all the pieces of a 6-rotor. Fortunately, I have something a little special for this. I wanted to know how long the tension bolts ultimately needed to be, so I welded 3 of them together. So this is the very center of the motor.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus, that is ridiculous. My bolt was meant to go right through there, and that looks pretty likely. Well, that is exactly the correct length. Holy crap. That is a huge engine. This is quite literally the first time I've ever seen what the engine would look like in person. If I have all of this, why am I not making a 6-rotor? Let me show you very quickly with 2 things on one scale. So building an engine the cast iron way, these pieces each weigh basically 30 pounds. Building with billet plates shaves off basically, what is that, 6-7 pounds a plate. And that's raw chunk, like hardcore drag racing style plates. We could lighten them even more if we wanted to. But you're talking about a 6-pound difference in each plate. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plates. That's about a 50-pound difference in an engine. Everything else is the same, but 50 pounds just simply by going to billet plates. I don't want to build this engine until it is done right, proving our own technology. Here's why that matters so much. You see right now, our 3-rotor makes enough power and torque at the bottom end all the way up to 1,000 horsepower. So NA4, NA5, NA6, too much weight for the amount of power that you can make off of there. And this 6-rotor very clearly is just unnecessarily huge and way too much torque. A great problem to have, but I think where it could be competitive, or at least more interesting, is if it was all out of billet. This is clearly one of the most epic engines ever built, honestly. It doesn't even exist yet, and it's just epic, but you have to be realistic with what sort of chassis you can put it in. So let's see just how long the entire engine is. Front cover to the back of the engine, we're just a shy over 36 inches, which in millimeters is about 917, which, as you guys might know, the 917 is one of the most iconic Le Mans Porsches ever. So kind of just random tidbit there. But you guys want to know the real secret? This engine is going into